So FlexScan, scanner. It's a copy machine. Okay. So we put fish inside glass and we copy, like take a picture, and then we use it later. Okay. So the camera and lens and platinum glass. Okay. So fish goes in between the platinum glass. So inside here is a computer that runs all the hardware. You change the platform up and down to magnify or shrink the image. Okay. Since all of your film is the same, it will stay the same. Okay. The only thing that you'll have to do really is focus each day, because I will have you put this cap on to keep dust from getting in the lens. Okay. So each day you come in and focus. So to turn on, you turn this on and make sure your monitor's on, and it will boot up. Just a PC. Okay. Listen. With home. It's called homing. So the motors know where the platen is. So it always needs to home. Okay. And this will boot up to Windows, and then you will log on. Okay. So there is a discussion about log on. How to log on? Do we use individual yourselves to log on, or do we use a common name to log on to make it simpler? Because this hardware has to work with this hardware. So this is called distributive processing. So I scan here, but I store here. So this machine is called RSD. Stands for Ribbon Storage Device. So when you talk to me, this is RSD, not server. Okay? RSD. Because server is in the IT department. Okay? So this is module, base unit, camera upright. Okay? So this computer is networked through here, network, to this computer and this computer. Okay? These two computers, these two RSDs, you have master RSD, this one, and you have a slave RSD here. This master RSD goes with this FlexScan. The slave RSD goes with that FlexScan. Okay? So inside the RSD are a bunch of hard drives. They're called RAID hard drives. So you have 8 terabytes of RAID storage. RAID is safe. It's what called fault tolerant. So if one drive fails, you don't lose the data. But if 2 drives fail, then you lose the data. Okay? So we need to listen, because if a drive goes bad, it starts going beep 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 beep. It drives you crazy. Okay? So that means a drive failed. So we need to fix that. Okay? Now we have a way of turning the beeper off, so you won't go crazy. Okay? But we will ship you a replacement drive, and you pop out and put in, and it's hot swappable. Okay? So it's very simple to fix. And then the system will rebuild the data on the new drive we give you. Okay? In case of failure. But listen for beep 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 beep. And then you have a problem. Call support. Okay? Okay. So when you start up, these need to be started first. They need to be booted, loaded. Now, there are 3 programs that we use across the equipment. First is the scanning program, and so we do scanning here. second program is the auditing program, which is like QC. I want to select this and that image and that image and that image and make boxes. And then I want to make this one JPEG, and I want to make this one TIFF, and I want to make this one another thing. I can decide how I want and what I want on my copy, so that on the third step is the output step. The output program does what you tell it. It outputs, it takes pieces of the copy and then exports them as an individual image, as a one file. Okay? So through this process, the 3 steps, scan, audit, and output, then we can get the images we want. Okay? So you will, because your film is consistent, it's all the same, never changes, you will have just one setup. And you will have just one template. What we call template is definition, how you want to do something. And so we have a definition template for making boxes around the documents, and then we have a template for how we want to output. But both of those, the detection template and the output template, will always stay the same. The setup file that you use to scan will always stay the same. So most of the stuff that you see me do today, in a few minutes, you won't do. You'll just come in and load, stick the fiche in, and scan. Okay? And then when you audit, you'll just make sure you have boxes and finish the audit. Okay? And the output program will do its thing. Output program just sits here. You just start it. Okay? So one of the things about logging in is that these units, they need to be up and running before you try to scan. These units need to be up and running before you audit. Okay? So these are kind of like, I don't like to say the word, but servers, right? But they're critical. Some people place these in closets, so they're not here. And they're just, someone logs in and they're turned on and they stay. Okay? So one of the things that we're going to discuss is maybe setting a common user for all login. The same username and same password. Just because if I were to log in here and log in here, just boot up, and I start the output program running on both my login sessions, and then Johnny comes in and I have my screen locked and he logs in and swaps to his session and starts the output program again, now I have 2 virtual output programs running, and our system doesn't like that. Okay? So it might be simpler with just one common. That way only one person really logs into each one. Okay? Well, we have to check with IT to see if that's okay. Okay? So I'm going to show, we're just going to use your ID and password. Okay?